Hey Matthew, so let's get started. I don't, my family isn't really political. We, um, we just think this spot's hard. We just, uh, anybody who has morals is somebody who we support, I guess, I don't know. And it's usually people like, I don't want to say it, but in the and we're really, democratic. Not really, but it's just when my family doesn't really like Trump because he's, really mean to people. Like, we are really religious, and when somebody's like that, it's just, even if Trump was a Democratic, we wouldn't support it. No, definitely not. But I don't really, I think Republic is for rich people, people who just don't, who who don't want to pay their taxes when they got a lot of money, and that's what I've heard. And so I don't really know. So I don't really have a big, I don't have really big thoughts on it because I know that I'm not informed, and I think a lot of people who talk about it aren't informed. They just hear what their parents say. So I don't want to be that person. I want to be more open-minded. And I've also heard that a lot of Republicans, like, it's funny. People think it's funny. This is what I be hearing around. Think it's funny that people that are like poor are Republicans because they ain't getting no benefits from it. That's what I hear a lot. And it's usually a lot of like in Mississippi, a lot of white people who are Republican. And yeah, and people think it's so funny when they're like support Trump, whatever, and they're like poor, and then you're just like, okay, so what do you want to get out of it? About, like, why would you support something that isn't gonna benefit you? That's what people were thinking, and saying. So I don't really like to get into politics though, because I just think it is very toxic, and I know that we need some type of structure, but that's not something that interests me. But we can talk about it. But it's just frustrating to talk about it because it's like so many negatives, I think, and benefits to both sides. But I think, like, for a Democrat, I don't understand, like, I don't, that pro-choice, about, like, abortion. I don't know about that because, I'm more about the Bible. So, like, about the Democrat situation with that, I get it if you were, raped, you were, what I'm saying, like, if something like that happened to you, like, you were forced. But I've heard a lot of people have been having so many, like, they've had so many abortions, like 10, just because they, like, I don't want to be pregnant. Like, take something, like, it's your own fault that you had a freaking kid, ma'am. At least get on birth control instead of killing the kids. Like, so I'm just, if you're harmed because of it, I understand, because, or if they have any, if the baby's really sick in your stomach, I get it. But it's just like, I don't understand when people repeatedly get, like, abortions when it's their fault. Like, it's like, stop doing that. It's so selfish to me when people think that they're more important than, or like they're just an obstacle baggage when they're the ones who put it on themselves. Like, it's like no responsibility is required for people who make a big bad decision of getting pregnant when there's different medicines. And I know that people always say that they're not effective, but it's it might harm your body, but or you might think, oh, it's bad for my body, but you think it's more important than a life is more important than what's better for you. If you want to do that, then you have to, I think you should be taking the precautions, or like wrap it up. I know people just don't care or whatever and just do whatever, but you need to have some responsibilities and be more, be more not in the moment. Think about your future and know that it holds a lot of baggage. The future, you need to see that it can that you could you being in the moment can really affect your future. And even if I know you like get in the moment, I guess, and just, oh my goodness, let's do it or whatever, but you're harming a life. Like for a dude you're not going to be with probably, and you're going to be probably the one in that bit most are the only ones at the doctor to get the abortion. Like, you're all alone. Like, why would you put yourself there? It just gets me a little heated. And I know it's a hard decision, but I'm in a little middle of this, so it's kind of hard to decide. Like, I'm not fully into the fully taking away abortion, but it's just hard to understand. I mean, hard to like know which way to go with it. But yeah, but my opinions on the Second Amendment. It's hard because I hear a lot about people getting killed, but I think it's mainly it's mainly people who buy the guns illegally. And so I don't know, because guns will always be there since it's already been accessible. It's already been something that people can buy from the streets, and even, get a license. I think mainly the people who get the license aren't as dangerous, of course, but that's the bad thing about it, is that since it's we have these laws now, people are registered to be able to purchase one, and they sell it, I guess. I don't understand the process with it. Like, I don't understand how you get it illegally or whatever, but because since I'm a loner, I don't really know a lot of things that are happening in Mississippi, but when you ask me, I kind of can remember a lot of stuff sometimes. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, that I didn't know I knew, but I just haven't been talking about, but yeah, I think that I don't know what can help the situation surrounding guns, because I really think there is like people killing kids, going to school shootings, and even public shootings and stuff. Like, I don't even know what to think about it. I don't want guns, but since it'd be different if there was no guns, no gun laws, whatever. But since there is guns in place, yeah, I agree, for protection. But also, just like if nobody had any guns, like it was just for military, then there would be no harm. But since there's no harm, since there is so much to be scared of, I don't know. Like, because I know when somebody like breaks in the house, then you would want a gun, you would need a gun. And especially like if you're in Mississippi, you would think of having a gun. But my family doesn't have guns. I don't know why, but it's something that we don't have. I don't know. this is like the gun situation is so frustrating, and that's why I don't really like getting into politics, is because it becomes too like I like to know the oh hold up. Dang, oh my goodness, my sister's boyfriend, oh my goodness. But I like to know the answers to everything, and so when it comes to politics, you can't know no answers, you know? Like there's no answers to the situations when it comes to politics. Like it's always a middle ground for me. It's always something that I can't fully agree with like one side, like you know what I'm saying, like it's all split. But I think the democratic side is more. Okay, that was the garage. Okay, I'm getting annoyed. Okay, but it's done now. They left. But the democratic side, I feel like is more morally aligned with my beliefs, except for the birth control. I mean the abortion, and also the guns, because I'm in the middle ground with that, but I don't know like the answer to that, because you know, like I said, I like to know the answers to things, and I like to be fair, but I don't know what fair is when there is no fairness in the situations regarding that stuff. Like there's no fair in the guns. Like I don't know what you could do since they're already out there. Like, what else can we do? Because if we control it, the people who have it illegally can really rise up and attack, you know? So if they make it go away, like if they say, give us your guns, what happens to the people that weren't registered, you know, who just have the guns and you know, I wasn't around the countryside of people like I so some things I say aren't really reliable because I just know a little, but I just would see on social media people, you know, shoot hunting and stuff, and I didn't really get it because I never did that before, and I think I'd be scared, feeling like if I was gonna shoot, I would accidentally get shot by somebody out there in the wood, in the forest, because my teacher, he was talking about that. He said that when he was little, I think, who was it? Yeah, when he was my college teacher, I had a class with my sister. He was saying that when he was little, I think when he was like 10 or yeah, he was hunting with his dad, and somebody shot him in the leg, and he just remembered it a shock, and he fell to the ground, and he tore up a lot of stuff in his legs, and he has this weird walk. I mean, not weird, but it's like he has like a limp still from it, and he has some partial paralysis, not paralysis. He has some partial you know, no feeling there as to some of the areas of his foot. And so it's just like stuff like that. It's just like too dangerous to me. So I wouldn't want to do it. When he told me that, I was like, yeah, never gonna happen to me, you know. But yeah, it's more Republican. But like I was saying, like they're more quiet about it because they don't want to get outed, and there's not, well, at least on my social media, a lot of black people who support Republicans, who are Republicans. If you are, you will get bashed. You will, somebody that will come for you with words, you know, like okay, they'll bring up some facts or just stuff that they heard that a lot of the times isn't isn't proven, isn't factual. It's just some fake news, sometimes. And I just be like, are you kidding me? Like some of the stuff. And I'm more of the Democratic side, but some things I'm just like, that's not even true. Even the Republican side, I'm like, that's not even true what they're saying. And I just don't like the side of people like the Democrats getting mad, getting mean to the Republicans, getting mad and talking crap about the other side, and then the Republicans the same, calling Democrats delusional and just being mean. Like, that's why I don't like to be on sides, because it's like y'all both, every side is like rah, 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 like cat and mouse, like just shut up, like just agree that you have your differences. I know that there should be agreements when it comes to the structure of America, but I think that there will always be differences. But it sucks that we're so divided, and that it's like there's no topic that we can come to when it's a topic about politics. There's no middle ground for both of us. I'm not liberal, but there's no middle ground to agreeing. It's always like lowballing, like like I see a lot of Republicans when there's something about Obama's wife Michelle, and they're like, she's a transgender, or she looks like a gorilla or something. Like, come on, like, that's why I don't like politics. It's so toxic, and so it really messes up your energy. And that people in politics are really gruesome and really what's it called, they're really sharp with their words, and really harsh. Like really cutthroat. Cutthroat. And I don't like that. I don't like when people are really cutthroat. I'm just like, okay, you're a little scary, you gonna hurt me? Because how they look is just so creepy to me. Like the people who run for office, they look like robots to me, and they scare the heck out of me. I'm just like, oh God, just don't come to me, please. Trump came to when I think I don't know if it was the first time he ran, he came to Tupelo, and he came to Tupelo, and I was just like, why would he come here when like it's such a small town? Like, it's not big, it's like compared to it's probably one of the last cities, yeah, but one of them, because it's not huge, compared to Washington, where he's from, compared to Washington D.C. So I was just like, why is he here? But anyways, I didn't really know how like a lot of people that I was friends with, I didn't know that a lot of them were Republican, and a lot of them were just like, because it was like a thing outside that he had in it, and I thought it was funny because me and my dad, my dad always talks about, he likes to look on the when they have those, what's it called, those speeches that they have to the public, and because I don't like watching it, because it's just like really energy sucking. It's like too much toxicity. And then so my dad thinks it's funny when there's like these black people in the front, like there's like for Trump, they'll put all the black people in the camera in the front where everybody can see them, and then there'll be like, if he show the whole thing, it'd be like all white people, and you just like, oh, okay, they're diverse. And then it's just because they put my dad thinks that they see them where like behind Trump or whatever, or like where everybody can see it, like, oh, like, okay, yes. And I thought it was funny because at the Tupelo rally, they had a sign. Somebody said, women support Trump, or like, and they had like black people support Trump or something. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I hate when people do that, because you're talking for everybody. I don't care if you're I don't care if you were Obama. Like, you know, I like Obama as a person, you know. He's scary to me too, you know. All the presidents are pretty scary to me, but if somebody said that, you know, because I'm all about fairness and the truth, and when you say all, like, this should make me mad, like, really, like, all women like Trump or support Trump. Who says we have our own minds? Like, who are you to say that? Or like, all black people support Trump? Get my name out your mouth, you know. You know, I just, even if I did support it, you know, don't make it as a whole race thing, like, or a whole gender thing, something that is demographic, you know. Like, don't do that. Even if they said, oh, black people support Obama, I just like, no, like, that's not the truth. Like, I like to dig deep in it. I like to go to the truth, and if it's not the truth, I'm just gonna be like, are you kidding me? Just don't say it at all, you know. Don't say it at all if it's not the truth. Okay, I didn't really talk about the Second Amendment that much, but I just have mixed feelings about it, and I don't know. I think that there should still be guns. I don't know. I don't want kids to die. I don't want anything to happen, but what else can you do when it's already out there? It's already legal. It's already, you know, you can get it licensed, get it by getting licensed, whatever, or get it freely, sadly. But yeah, I just wish there was like a middle ground, but sadly there won't be ever, because since it's already out there. So, but anyways, thank you, Matthew. I hope to see you again. Okay, buy some more. Okay, I'll be here. And if you buy one today, I think I'll make it today too, because I think I'm in the energy to do it today, like make more videos. So okay, let's talk more. Okay, bye.